Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Monday. Well, of course, we are in February now, but just wanted to recap January as it was a very cold start to the year with an average high of 33.5 degrees, a little bit colder than 2024 and well below our average of 40.4. And of course, factoring the lows, it was also cold, 7.6 degrees colder than normal, and our coldest temperature being 12 below zero with the warmest being 54. We had an average high that was 7 degrees warmer than for the last 14 days of the month. So it was a very cold start to the month, but we got a little bit warmer as we had for the second half of the month. And of course, got 2.15 inches of precipitation above average, and of course, all that snow, which pretty much fell in almost 2 days, but 16.8 inches total. Of course, we were near 40s and 50s on Saturday, 60s on Sunday, including close to 70 in Emporia yesterday. It was a really nice day yesterday. Hopefully you had an opportunity to enjoy it because it's not going to be quite that warm today, although it is going to still be unseasonably mild today for most areas. We'll talk about that in just a second. Well, let's take a look at February. Average high for the beginning of the month at 42 and 21 for the high and low respectively, and you can see how it warms up throughout the month. You can see the sunrise sunset time changes, but I also want to turn your attention to our precipitation because we typically get 5.2 inches of snow. This is typically, and it's only 28 days on average, this is typically our snowiest month of the year in Topeka and generally across northeast Kansas. So let's be mindful of that. We're not done with the snow by any means. Now, taking a look at our 30-day outlook and showing that we have equal chances of above and below normal precipitation-wise and temperature-wise. So no clear signal, but at least we'll take a look at what to expect for these next couple of weeks, including today. Let's talk about today first. Today, notice the wide range in highs, upper 40s to low 60s from north to south. There is the potential to be a little bit warmer south of I-70 depending on how quickly the frontal boundary pushes into the area. If it slows down a little bit, it may be close to what temperatures were yesterday. But I think most areas will be just a little bit cooler than what we had yesterday. And those winds are going to be picking up as well as that frontal boundary pushes through. Northerly wind behind the front gusting around 25 miles per hour, continuing to stay breezy tonight. And then we'll gradually get those winds diminishing throughout the day tomorrow. So it won't be quite as breezy, but it's going to be a lot of cloud cover and a lot colder tomorrow. So it's going to feel very uncomfortable tomorrow compared to what we had yesterday and what we'll have for today. Meanwhile, I do expect mostly sunny skies today before the clouds increase tonight. Cloudy skies tomorrow. I expect it to stay dry tomorrow, but as early as Tuesday night, we may start to get a little bit of some isolated wintry mix and precipitation in the area with temperatures dropping below freezing. That could certainly lead to some slick spots for Wednesday morning's commute. So that'll be something to be very aware of. This is definitely subject to change. And continuing into Wednesday, we may have some precipitation lingering, although this model has it mostly in Missouri on Wednesday. But taking a look at the next 8 days, that is our best chance for precipitation. We might get a little bit of snow late Monday afternoon of next week. Better chance of potential snow Monday night into Tuesday of next week. But I want to turn your attention to just the precipitation. We'll talk about the temperature here in just a second. But precipitation-wise, you'll notice that for the next 7 days, it's not a lot. But it does not take much if it's ice and if it's freezing rain or a wintry mix to cause some problems out in the roadways Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So be prepared for it. May turn into rain, or it may still be a wintry precipitation falling, but melting once it reaches the surface during the day Wednesday because the temperature's getting above freezing later on in the day. That'll be something we'll continue to monitor. Snowfall-wise, nothing through the next 8 days with the European model, but indicating some bands of snow as we get into that Tuesday, Wednesday time period. Here's a look at the GFS. It is showing a little bit more snow in the next 8 days. I'm not totally buying it, but it'll be something to monitor. And then notice we'll have a little bit more snow as you get into that 9 and 10 days. So it does look like that we are going to be a little bit active to begin the month of February with probability of above average precipitation, but below average temperatures, at least to begin the month. Now, it may moderate a little bit towards the end of the month, second half of the month. That's why the total 28-day outlook would be equal chances of below and above normal when it comes to both precipitation and temperatures. But at least for the first half of the month, it does look like we may have a little bit of above average temperature, or above average precipitation, even though we may only get 1 or 2 rounds of precipitation. That could be enough to be above average for that time frame. So with temperatures near 60 degrees today, at least in Topeka, cooling down for Tuesday and Wednesday, certainly because of a lot more cloud cover, keeping temperatures cooler, but because of the cooler air mass moving through, moderating a little bit towards the end of the week, and then starting to cool down a little bit as we get towards the second half of the weekend and early next week. Temperature-wise, for lows, generally in the 20s every single night. So it's not terrible, and we're not talking about teens or single digits, at least for the next 7 nights, but will certainly be up and down, which also means, especially if we have some precipitation during that Tuesday night, Wednesday time period, could start getting the black ice going back and forth too. So just something to be aware of. Have a great day. Enjoy today. Today definitely going to be the nicest day no matter where you are in Northeast Kansas, but especially if you're near and south of I-70, the warmest day of the week. Have a great day.